you why. I'm going to be very clear about what's going on and how I'm making these decisions. And as always, it's based on the facts and the data and what's going on in the science and what we're seeing. And now we have been in school for 7 weeks, so we have pretty good data, enough data, and actual 7 weeks of experience that I'd like to share with you. Across Rhode Island, we have about 98,500 students doing in-person learning, some form of in-person learning, and 49,700 students learning virtually. So about 100,000 kids in school, about 50,000 kids purely virtual. Last week, when we saw record numbers of cases in Rhode Island, the case prevalence rate in both groups of the kids was about 0.13%. In other words, extremely low. Since schools opened on September 14th, we've seen 363 cases among the in-school students and 312 among the virtual students. So obviously the prevalence, the rate, you can see there, it's 363 among the 100,000 and 312 among the 50,000. This tells us a couple things. Number one, schools are not super spreaders. Number two, the kids in distance learning are staying home. It's not at all clear that it's quote-unquote safer for kids to learn from home. If they're in high school, they might be going to work, they go to their job, they're hanging out with friends, they are participating in sports, they're out and about. Their parents work, their parents are coming home to see them. They're getting together with their friends to do study groups. They're congregating a lot due to sports. How do I know that? Because we've done a lot of case investigations, and we talk to them, and they tell us, this is where I've been. I went to work at such and such a place. I then went to play sports. I did this. So, and by the way, that isn't unique to Rhode Island. So the fact is, to say, let's just go virtual, there's really no data to suggest that that's quote-unquote safer for teachers and students, because they're getting the virus in similar, if not higher rates than the kids in school. But what we do know is the kids at home are more likely to be susceptible to abuse.